Hello, this is the Explain Everything tutorial. So this is what you're going to see when you open up the Explain Everything app. This is the actual recording area, this white spot. You can replace the white with a picture if you want to using this button right here. When you click on that, it will open up a file menu so you can go directly to your camera roll and find a picture that you use. Now going down the line here, this tool allows you to manipulate any objects that are currently on the screen. So if you have a line drawn on the screen, you can then grab that line and move it around. Okay, you can see what I'm actually doing here is I'm moving the picture that I have there instead of the line. So it's slightly difficult if you have a picture on there as a background to actually grab that line, because you have to be exactly on that line. The next tool down is the actual line drawer. So that is a freehand tool and you can draw whatever you want to. This tool is a shape tool. If you hold it down, you will get multiple other options for shapes, squares and circles and the such. This is your text tool. If you tap on that, you will then tap on the screen, get a text box, and your keyboard will show up and you can type in whatever you want. This we've already talked about is your picture chooser. This is the erase button. It will allow you to erase anything that you've done using the freehand tool. The erase button will not work with letters. If you do want to erase a letter, this tool actually turns into an X as well. So if you hold it down, you can get an X, and that will be your delete tool. So then you just grab or touch on one of your objects, push the X that pops up. This is the tool that I'm currently using, and I will be using most of the time. It's your highlighter tool, and it gives you the option to move around a little bubble. If you hold it down, you get more options as well. So you can see here I'm now using an arrow instead of the bubble. I personally like the bubble, so I'm going to stick with the bubble. This button is very similar to your options using the Promethean board. It will allow you to set things to background, move it forward, move it back, and really just organize your presentation before you start. This is your undo button. It will undo the most recent thing you've done. Your zoom button allows you to zoom in and out of the canvas using two fingers to pinch to zoom out, and do a reverse pinch to zoom in. And this tool will remove your menus and give you just kind of a small little menu to work with. These three are different colors. If you hold down any one of them, you'll get the full color wheel that you can choose from. Down at the bottom here, these are your slides. You can see here I've got slide 1 of 1 because I only have one slide in this presentation. This allows you to move backwards and forwards. This are all of your recording tools. You've got the reverse or rewind, record, play, and fast forward. These work on each individual slide, so you can't switch a slide in the middle of recording. You're going to record one slide, move to the next slide, and do all of your recording for that. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but it actually makes your life relatively easy because you can get all the ideas down for one slide, make sure you have that recording perfect, move to your next slide, and then you'll do the same thing for that until you're done with all of your presentation. This is a little editor window that you get so you can change some things, cut some stuff out, leave other things in. I don't use this very often, but you can if you want to. And then this is all of your exporting tools here. This exports just straight pictures, and you can go to PDFs and open them in iBooks. You can open them in Google Drive and other things. This is probably the one you're going to be using most. It is your video exporting tool. You can export to the camera roll itself, so you can put it directly into your photo roll. You can export to YouTube, which is one that I often use, or you can export to what it's going to be as other, and it gives you options like Dropbox and such. I like Google Drive. I think it's a very easy one to do. The only thing you have to do is enter your Google Drive account, of course, and then you can access that from any computer anywhere, and it makes your life pretty easy. This is then an export, this is basically your saving to the program itself. So if you try to close, it will ask you, do you want to save, or you can go here and save first. It's just kind of like your file save button. And then lastly, this is your home button, and it will get you to leave this presentation and go back out to your main menu.